Hey everyone, good afternoon. What's going on? I decided to step outside and make the magic happen here live one more time. Everyone's probably sick of me. I'm sick of me. I'm gonna do a quick live today. Just want to answer a few questions. Want to keep my mojo going. Let's see who's joining us live here. Make sure we're still connected. Greetings, my music friends. Hello, everyone. How are you? Joining live. Let's see what we got here. Laura, thank you for joining me. Let's get some questions going. Uh, Love to answer any questions that you have real quickly. I got about 10 minutes before I got to go to the grocery store, and my day is getting pretty packed. And just trying to get things going here. Anyone want to go live with me? Anyone have any questions? Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. See my boy going live. Welcome everyone. Joining slowly. Can you hear me? Let's see. Excellent. Thank you for joining. Hey.
Hey,
We're joining here. What's going on?
what's going on?
I am just killing it here. Just want to get a quick 10 minutes in. And I love that Cali barbecue hat. I wanted thank you for joining me, by the way.
Thank
You're
you.
one of the clever people that own a business that should be out of business, but yet you're doing better than ever. What, Sean, how the hell are you doing it?
You know, this is the digital hospitality gold rush, Dave. This is really, we live in an Amazon Prime world and a Netflix world, and the coronavirus has really put not just the internet, but the smartphone and what you do as a business, how you market your business on social, how you run your website, how you sell things on your website. It's put it right to the forefront. And we're so fortunate that, 12 years in Spring Valley has taught us a lot of life lessons. This is our 12-year anniversary weekend, and we opened during the Great Recession, and now we're celebrating 12 years during COVID-19. So we couldn't be more excited to be here and be in business.
Well, good. And what do you think the easiest or best way to shift the paradigm of your business from traditional brick and mortar into some sort of gig digital business that can go ahead and serve a community that's less mobile?
I think, part of the first thing is you have to know what you don't know, and you have to be willing to ask for help. And that's something you've taught me very well, being my mentor. But you have to ask for help, and you have to know that things will not go back to the way they were. Even forget about the vaccines, forget about social distancing. I mean, we just have to understand that things will not go back to the way they were. And the companies that will win will understand that they have to have a strong presence online, not just in their local community, but also on the internet, on every platform there is. They have to be able to create content, and they have to be able to distribute that content so that people know who they are and they know what they sell.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think looking at capabilities, synergistic and supplementary to what you can do today and what you will do tomorrow are two important components. But in order to do that, you have to get over yourself, meaning you have to adapt. You have to have the mindset to be creative. I had another one of my clients who adjusted and is making millions of dollars right now, completely outside of what he ever imagined by re-engineering his manufacturing plant to serve the capabilities that are synergistic and supplementary to what is selling today. But the cool thing was he had big clients that he wasn't making a lot of money from. But when he re-engineered his manufacturing to what those big clients needed today, he now makes 10 times as much money. And I see we can do that not only in selling more product, but you're also doing it by cutting costs and being more efficient with what you're doing. You're open less hours, you have less employees, less overhead, and you're still selling product for bigger margins. How long did it take you to re-engineer that and get things up and running?
Well, I think we have a huge competitive advantage because of the location that we picked. It's location, location, location is what they tell you in real estate. And we actually picked the worst location to open. And that forced us to understand that we needed to do anything and everything to market our business, to get people to come in. That also forced us to be willing to re-engineer who we are as a restaurant, getting rid of breakfast, becoming a barbecue restaurant, focusing on sports entertainment, starting to do media, starting to do catering. You have to have that ability to listen to what's going on and understand that if that's what we want to do, we're going to go all in and do that. And, you know, thankfully we've done that, and that's built a lot of muscles. You know, it's like I said, 12 years in business, my team, my general manager, you know, we're able to pivot in ways that large corporations, large companies that have multiple, you know, restaurants, they not only can they not do it, they don't have the infrastructure to do it. We're boots. I've been making fishbowl growlers. I mean, literally Mai Tais all morning long. And I'm going to go back to making margaritas because that's what we're selling to go. I mean, literally, I feel like a rum runner and like Prohibition. It's crazy.
Nice.
But that's what the market is. And people, we're able to tell our community that we have that. We're able to invite them and say, come and celebrate our 12-year anniversary, have a Mai Tai. And people are buying a Mai Tai to go. It's something we never thought we'd be able to do, but we're doing it. And we're doing it. We're selling more Mai Tais than we ever in one day than we would sell in a week.
That's amazing. My favorite thing that you've done, though, is you've taken all the lessons that you learned, you've codified them and created a business out of helping other small businesses re-engineer themselves into the virtual world, into the digital front, and, you know, utilizing, you know, what seems to be just an ordinary barbecue business, a catering business, into a content play. And, you know, I've been obviously trying to help people and teach them to capture, amplify, and perpetuate their content. And everyone has their own spectrum. You know, there's millions of people that only want to look and listen and love barbecue, just like fingernails, just like toenails, just like nose hairs. I don't care what your frequency is, but you really learned the lessons on how to do that, to take your basic American business and create content from it that you have a huge audience that's not just local. You know, you actually have a brand that, you know, even the owner of the Chargers, when things went down, came out and to support you because of the content that you have provided and the things you've done for the community. Where did you come up with the idea to take it even a step farther and build a business or a platform?
You know, I mean, I think it's just, it's the endless curiosity. It's always trying to be a little bit better. It's that Mamba mentality of how can we improve what we're doing each step of the way. And as the internet progressed and as we started to learn marketing and learn how to use Yelp and how to use Facebook and how to use Twitter, it came into how do we podcast? How do we create video? How do we create audio content? How do we repurpose that content? And then we realized the most powerful thing was that it's not just digital marketing. When you start doing media, it's not just about you. It's about all the people that you work with. So it's the other barbecue restaurants. Why would us as Cali Comfort Barbecue go and promote Valley Farm Market, which is right down the road and they sell barbecue? Why would we promote Coop's West Texas Barbecue, which is less than a mile away from us? We do that because we know that a rising tide lifts all ships. And for us, we want to find those ships, amplify them the same way the craft beer industry did in San Diego. And it's worked to our advantage because people don't think like that. They think the old ways where it's Coke versus Pepsi. You know, we're not going to share our secrets, but nobody's going to do what we do. No one's here on Troy Street selling what we're selling. This has really been it's been such a privilege. You know, it's such a privilege and such a blessing. Yesterday, I got notified that for the SBA loan, PPP loan, I qualified for $353,000. I got notified that I won't be getting it because they ran out of money.
Yeah, everyone ran out of money.
It should have been a very depressing day. I didn't lose $100 million like you, but I lost $353,000, which is a lot of money. We could have done some good with that money, but I'm not even worried about that. I'm honestly not worried about that because I know there's such an abundance of money and an abundance of opportunity, not just for us, but for so many people, no matter what space they're in. This is not just specific to restaurants. It's not specific to bars. This is across all industries. I mean, we're on Zoom, we're on Instagram Live. You know, schools are having to do online learning. You've transformed your whole content cycle. It couldn't be more exciting, but we will not go back to the way it was. And if you do, if you think that's how you're going to win, it's just not going to be true.
No, consistency, persistency, and the pursuit of your potential. One more minute left. What piece of advice do you have for those small business owners today?
I would say, the most important thing is to stay curious, to get involved, and to ask for help. Those things are so important this day and age. And we all pretend that we don't. I don't know everything about internet marketing. I don't know everything about social media, but I'm willing to ask for help and I'm willing to have a team around me. And I think that's where people need to start. You know, start with your website. That's your content. You own that. The algorithm's not going to change on your website. You need to sell something on your site that's mobile first, create content for that, and then you can distribute it to all your other things that you're doing.
That is great advice, my friend. I look forward to seeing you eating the brisket there. It's my favorite. That's why. The only reason I have you
I owe
on,
you
man, is I
brisket.
want free brisket. I
I
want
owe
free
you something.
brisket.
No
I love
problem.
you.
You're the
All
best.
right.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, brother. Have a
You
great
got it.
weekend.
You too.
Hey, that's just, I wanted to bring Sean on the weekend because you can't get more basic than that, and he's killing it. And look at his attitude. He was one of the many that didn't get the loan that they were promised or the grant that they were promised, and yet he's still killing it. So support your local stores. If beyond just, ordering food, picking up, getting delivered, give them some advice, give them some encouragement that there is a whole world out there that they can explore and change the face of their business while they have the opportunity to start over. Remember, everyone's going back to college knowing what they know now, right? You graduated, now you get to go back to college knowing what you know now. Take advantage of it. Let's just take a quick question, and then I'm going to the grocery store for no questions here. Anybody got one question for me? The PPP loan ran out. Everybody has that. All right, if nobody has any questions, let's check out tomorrow. I had a long one today with John Asroff. Go ahead and check it out on our story. It was probably one of the best lives I've ever done. Regards from Panama. Welcome, Tyler. Thank you. Will there be an episode 2 of The Closet? Yes. I'm getting on me right now. Got to check out The Closet. My daughter is one funny woman. Anyway, yes, there will be episode 2 of The Closet. Join me. And one question. Let me just hit it. I can't help myself. How to make money during this time. Fastest way to make money during this time is to look at your own capabilities. Take inventory of your personal, experiential, giving and receiving values. Take inventory of your capabilities. Find out what's going on today that you can do that's supplementary and synergistic, that's making money. And then find out maybe some companies that are just holding steady and use your complementary and supplementary capabilities to help them. And then prepare for the future by looking at companies that are going to explode when we get out the other side, whether in inning 1, 2, 3, 4, or 9 of this. There's going to be opportunities every inning of this ball game. And so make sure that you're analyzing your values and inventorying your capabilities in order to effectuate maximizing the monetization of those capabilities. We're going to finish strong. That's why I love that question. Everybody have a great Saturday. We'll check in tomorrow. And then, of course, 8 a.m. live on Monday morning as always. Don't forget, Friday trainings are free. It's 5 to Thrive. Greatest selling system ever, 5 to Thrive on Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern time. It's free. Reach out to me, David@dmeltzer.com. DM me. Let's check it out. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.